Okay, hi guys. Today is Tuesday, or well, me, it's Tuesday. So, as you know, on Tuesdays I will be posting educational videos. And in today's video, I'm going to be playing a chess game with a bot. However, it's going to be an in-detail chess game, which in summary means with every move from start to end, I will be explaining why it was good and why any other moves could be better. So stick around and don't forget to subscribe because I'm trying to reach a subscriber goal at the end of this month or end of this year for 100 subscribers. So please subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bam. Okay, so I'm gonna be going against the bot since if I play with players, there's a chance I will lose my rating. So I think the best way to show you guys it is you buy a bot, because if you play with the bot, they don't change your rating if you lose nor win. So yeah, This is what usually everybody starts off with. It's the King's Pawn opening, as you can see here. Then next, you can attack on this pawn here using the knight. You can move the knight here, and then you can attack on the pawn. Or you have another move. You can also put your knight here, and it defends on your pawn. These are all normal moves. A lot of beginners play, or what average chess players play. There are other great moves if you watch some other puzzle videos or great opening videos. You can find cooler moves which can you can win in 10 or 20 moves. But this is a basic start to the game. So yeah. Okay, as I said, you can defend with the knight, or you can attack with the knight. I would now, since I'm white and I'm not black, I will attack on the black pawn. But if I were black and if white was attacking on my pawn, I would defend it with my knight. Anyways, let me move that piece there. See, this is Stockfish, and Stockfish rates your chess moves, and they just rate my move as a book move. That's because a lot of people do it, and it's not really that great. It's pretty average, I would say. Okay, so he's defending like I thought he would do. Well, it's a bot, so yeah, most likely he would do that. So what will we do next? There's some good moves. You can move this pawn up like here, or you can move your bishop here, and it attacks on this square, which is unprotected, and it can lead to a checkmate. However, if these moves are tactically normal, but there are other moves too, like I said earlier, that can actually change the game around and make your opponent make you win, and also your opponent win if you play bad. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, we can move our bishop here, or we can move our pawn here. So the basic idea of any chess game is to develop. Once you develop all your pieces and they're all in a good position, then you can go attack. And you also want every piece that you're attacking on has to be defended by another piece. Else, if that piece is taken, it's that you are losing by some points, and you may lose the whole game too. So yeah, as I said, you can do pawn. You can move the pawn forward or move the bishop here, or yeah. Don't a lot of people get this take this pawn. But if you take the pawn, you obviously know that this pawn is defended by the knight, so the knight will take that pawn. So that's why a great move is this, because it attacks on this pawn, and if he takes it, I can take it like this, as I did earlier, like that. So we can do this, or as I said, we can also do bishop, because you may ask, why is the bishop a good move? Here, there are a few reasons. As I said, attacking on this weak piece on the board, and you can attack on the knight by doing that, and your pawn is defending the knight, the bishop, and the bishop can capture the knight. But I said earlier, and if you watch my previous videos on chess, that a bishop can be better. Is actually a more high or more stronger piece than a knight. But in the game, it just shows as they're equal. So yeah. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do, the next move is I'm going to move this pawn forward. So yeah, let's do that. See here, okay, this is a good move, really good move, because it attacks on this pawn. As I said, if black attacks on your pawn, you have to defend it, else you will you may lose the game, because the black has more pieces than you, or more stronger pieces than you. So yeah. So if black attacks on this pawn right here, and it's not defended, it's just a free pawn for him, and he can also go through. He can come here, which is not really a tactical move, but yeah, he has other things he can move. He can then defend like that, and yeah, and then continue his way, and to my king, and checkmate it somehow. And his bishop is also there. His bishop can check on my king, right? So what is a good move to do right here? Do you know? Well, one great move it would be pushing your pawn forward. It defends this pawn and defends the bishop that may check your king. Or else, some other people would also think about or doing this move, pushing your bishop so it defends your king. But however, if I do that, then his knight can come attack, take this piece away from me and attack on my bishop. So that's why I would rather just push my pawn forward. D5 is best. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the knight move also would have been great. Yeah. Anyways, continue with the game. There's two moves. He made this kind of matchbox type of thing. So if we attack like this, well, this knight will take my pawn. However, if I attack like this, then this will take that. This knight will take my pawn. But however, that pawn is defended by this knight. So I would say take this, not this. Okay, here. So it says this inaccuracy. Well, that's how it would think about the game. But however, you can always rely on Stockfish, and maybe these are not the best moves, as I said, because there are other great moves. That's the reasons why the Stockfish or this whatever computer is analyzing the game may say that it's bad. It's them. Okay, here, what could we do? We can take this knight, or we can move our bishop here so it attacks on the knight. Which one would you think you would do? I would actually move my bishop. Well, there are two reasons why. You know? Okay, it's fine. So one reason, the bishop is actually defended by the knight and is attacking on this knight. However, the bot actually moved his queen here, which is a great move, because he knows that if I attack with this pin this knight to the queen, then I can. And if he moves the knight here, then I will just take his queen. That's why he moved it from there to there. Well, have you ever you have another bishop too? You know that, right? So use that bishop and attack on the queen, this knight, and pin it, right? And this is another move you can do too. Move this pawn forward, because the pawn, if you move the pawn forward, it attacks on your queen, which, I mean, not your queen, his queen, which is a really good move. And if he does capture it, I can attack with my knight. So I think I will go for that move. But yeah, that's why you can do that move. I have no clue why the bot wasn't defending his queen or moved the queen. But yeah, if that ever happens, which I don't think it will, and I think the other player or opponent will realize that, but if that ever happens, just take the queen. And I even checked his king, because the king didn't castle. He didn't develop his bishop, so that's his loss. Okay, anyways, continuing. Now there's some moves we can do. We can do this. We can move our bishop and check his king, right? However, if I do check his king like this, then he will move his pawn forward and attack on my bishop. And don't forget about this. He also has a knight right here, which defends this square. And if I move that bishop there, he will most likely take it with his knight. So there's another good move you could have done. However, his knight is here. That's why it would actually not really work. It would be this move, which defends this pawn. However, since, as I said, that his knight is here, it doesn't make that move a great move anymore. Okay. So then you may ask, what would we do? I have some moves I would do. Maybe like king. Not the king. The knight here, so it attacks on this knight. Or I move this pawn forward, but then he take it and I take it with the bishop. But I cannot forget about this pawn. It values. You know what it values? It values the piece right here. So let's take it, right? See, that's why this was a good move. And now it's a win. Actually, yeah, it can turn into a win. So there, after this move, since he took my queen, which he had to do, I have other moves that can checkmate him right here. So if I move my king knight forward, and that opens this rank for my queen and to check his king, I can do that. And if he moves his king here, then there's nothing for me to do, right? Well, there isn't. Sorry, there isn't? There is. So if you move this bishop forward here, it does check his king. However, don't forget about the pawn that's here that can still attack on this bishop. Right? So our next move can't be that. And even if he also moves his king here, first of all, this square and this square is a no-no move. You know why? First of all, this square cannot be attacked through because his knight is defending it. The second reason, and for this square, if we move it here, he'll just simply take my queen or whatever piece I'm attacking it with. Take it. So, yeah. So we have to think about some other moves that we can do. Well, another great move is move your pawn up. If you don't know why, this is actually a great move because it opens up this diagonal for your bishop, and you can check the black's king, and he has two moves he can do. He can either move here and here. So I think I'll go forward with that move and see what happens next. Okay, I'll check. Okay, he goes this way. Sorry, this way, not that way. Well, now you may ask, what should I do next? Okay. See here, do you see this pawn right here? Okay. So this pawn is not defended, if you haven't realized by now. So if I take it, if I take this, I attack on all these three pieces. However, that's not what we want to do. We want to attack on this king. But the only way to attack on this king is with the back rank file. However, the back rank file is guarded by this rook here. And that's why it was a great move that he did, moving his bishop or developing his bishop out into the center. So, what should we do now? Well, I have to think too. We can't move our bishop here, since his knight was defending that piece. We can do other moves like move our knight here, but again, that's also defended by the knight. We can do one good move. It's moving our bishop here. Yeah. It's a really good move. You know why? First of all, it attacks on this rank, and his king doesn't have anywhere to move. Okay, so his knight, we have to take this into account. His knight is forking both our pieces, right? Yes, this is a good move too. So you will ask, what should I do? And you may think, oh no, I'm about to lose. Well, no, you're not. You're kind of winning, actually. Because this bank rank file is readily open for you to checkmate him. However, his rook that's defending it. And there are many ways that you can take his rook out. And then it leaves this back rank file open for you to win. Right? So, what can we do next? Good question. Okay, let's focus on, or let's think on what's happening right now. Well, so this knight right here is attacking on our queen, on our rook, and on our bishop. Well, I do not know what to do. Good question. What should you do? You can take this knight, since the bishop is defending that knight, right? So I would say a great move was taking this pawn. So let's try that move out. And look what it says. It's a really good move. He takes my bishop. However, you know why that's actually a good move? Well, do you see here, this bishop, he's again attacking on it. So what do we do? Good question, man. Just move this forward. It's not hard. If he does that, we have only like a few moves we can do. We can move here and attack on his bishop, which is a great move. However, now he's doing a pawn chain, trying to create a pawn chain that attacks on my bishop. So what do we do now? Really good question. There are many moves that people can do right now. One good move would be to move this bishop somewhere, because if we move it here, then he can do that, an attack on our bishop. And this piece is also defending that square. And if we put it here, that piece will take that. So he's relatively winning. However, we can still make a comeback. And a great comeback would be to move this queen to a regular square. Okay. However, if we do take this, it would actually be a good move. I'll show you why right now. Just keep on watching. See this piece, this square right here. It's pretty normal, right? However, if you haven't seen it by now, we can attack on this pawn, and if he doesn't move it, we can take it. It attacks on these two pieces, right? So I would move it there. Okay, good move. Okay, he will do that, which is not a bad move. We have two squares. We need this file. Since this file has no defender, we need the rooks to defend it. Well, this rook cannot be moved, this, you know why this rook should be the one that's actually defending it? Well, because our knight, we need to develop our knight. So that's why instead of moving our king up to these two squares and having this rook defend this back rank file, we can instead develop our knight to one of these two squares, so it can this rook can defend on the square that checks my checks and pins the rook here, my king. I said I'll do this. Okay, not a bad move. So what are some great moves now? So sorry, but I mean, not sorry. I know it's this video right now. It's supposed to be in detail, so yeah, that's why I'm going through every single move, and I'm gonna explain which ones are the best. That's why it's super detailed. Well, now there's one good move I can suggest you. It's moving your knight here. One reason why: attacks on this bishop, and this rook is still defending this back rank front. So we're winning with, okay, he attacks, not bad. However, I can take this pawn, which attacks on these two pieces, and if I get his rook, I can check on his king. However, that's not possible. Well, the reason is that rook is defended by this knight. So we have this move, but no, it's not reasonable, because his knight is defending that piece. And his knight is also gonna take my knight. So what should I do next? Take his. It's that simple. And now there's the now this move here. This piece here can be taken. No, that's not right. It is a great piece, but it has to be defended first. Because if I just take it like that, it will be a blunder to just take my queen. So I need to defend it somehow. Well, we can defend it with our knight, but we can defend it with our other pieces. I would say a great move right now. Actually, to move your king. I know it's an unexpected move, but if we move your king here, it actually now we have two rooks that can defend this back rank 5, and we can attack on this rook too. And the second thing is, if we go up here, this rook still can check us because of our knight that's going to attack on that rook. So let's do that. Okay, he attacks, and he his knight. Moving his knight again. Not a bad move. Okay, I'm wondering what I should do next. Well, I can't do that. Well, accident, but it's fine. But there are other moves we can do. Instead, we could have done, we can do this, which is a good move, because it attacks. We took his knight. That always used to fork on our queen and our pieces. Okay, now let's attack on this rook and checkmate him. And like that, we win. Sorry, we didn't win. We don't win. We win. I didn't realize this bishop. My mistake. We don't really win here. There's still a few more. But yes, we do that. We do this. We can do that. What does he do next? Great move, right? And move there. Let's move our rook out. Now this, not a great solution. This is a full mess up. And as you see here, I didn't even take time thinking about each move. That's why I could have just lost right there. Let's go back here, where his bishop was defending his rook, which we 100% forgot. So let's attack on his bishop instead. Well, as you can see here, he attacks on my piece. So what do I do? Good question. I will defend his piece. Now he's coming close to his pawn defends his bishop, right? So what should we do next? Well, this piece actually is one delicate one, because it can checkmate us and make us win, right? So but you haven't seen here. There's a piece you can go here too. Because see, if we move here, it also defends our queen and gets us out of being pinned. Right. We can do this. Right? Now what's next? So next we have three options. We can attack. No, we can't. Sorry. We can't attack because his bishop is, his rook is gonna take it. We can. Yeah. We can't go up here either because this file is open. So even if I even attack on that that rank, it still won't be a win. So our next move can be something else, like checking like that. I'm not checking, sorry, attacking on his rook. We can take this. It's defended. We're both defending each other. So let's see, what do we do next? This bot is actually doing a great job of counter-attacking. So, just have to say. It really made their... Okay, they really made their bot real nice. Like, they've programmed it to be really smart, I would say. But not too smart, because humans have obviously have beaten like really good bots, like the most highest bots. Okay, continue with the game. He's defending this piece which could have been attacked, and I can't do this because he will take it like that. And however, we should put our queen back here. I will tell you why. Okay, not a bad move. He realizes that I was about to checkmate him right there, so he moves his king somewhere else. Okay, I can't go up here because this piece is defended, as I said earlier, by the rook. And if I take that, it won't be a win. But we didn't forget about this. It goes back. I will do that because it's still not defended. Okay. What should we do next? Good question. Well, we can attack on his rook. Right? We can attack like that, and we can check him like this. We can take it because it's defended. We're going for this one. Let's go take that. Okay. Actually, it would be a blunder for me, so I wouldn't actually do that. You know why? If I take his rook, and he takes it like that, he can check, it will become a pass pawn, and he can promote his pawn too. Well, actually a great move is that. Oh, that's just come to the way. Can do this. Oh, sorry. This is so what's it saying here? Downward. If you take back 4th move, you can only own 1 card. It's fine. So just take it back. But what can we do now? We do have to do some attacking moves. We need to go enough it. Well, here we have few options we can do. We can take this piece, defend. We can go here, defend. We can do here though, which is a good move. Go defend like that. No, but you take it like this, right? So I think I have a good move. Sorry. Okay, here. Do you know why this would be a blunder? I do take it like that, like I do. If I do take this, you know what he'll do? Go correct. If I do that, it's a blunder, because you'll trick it, right? That's why this is not a good move. Instead, you can do something else. You can actually take this. No, sorry. That's all. If you take that, you'll take like this. Created a good pawn chain. Let's take his bishop, which we haven't realized by now. Take his pawn, which is unprotected. About to lose again. Attack on this unprotected piece. Okay. Let's take his rook. Let's not. Okay. Okay. And that's okay, not over yet. Just checking my spot. Should be a check in a few minutes. There. It took a bit of time, but yeah. So that's a checkmate. That game was not the best, but yeah, since it was in detail, took a bit of time, a lot of moves, because I tried out a different move. So yeah. But anyways, if you did like this video, please like and subscribe, because as I said in the first part of the video, I'm trying to reach a goal of 100 subscribers by the end of this month or the end of this year. Comment down below what other videos you like of chess or any other educational topics you want me to show you guys or tell you guys or yeah, make you guys know about. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Have a great day, and yeah, bye.